Shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Down low from 12 feet out. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Harris kicks to Durant. On the wing, Harden. For three, Harris. The shot that time, not on target. And Phoenix will come the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. A putback. Millsap controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 14.
And, you know, even though he's undersized, Millsap doesn't back down. He's good at outworking everybody on the glass.
Here's Booker. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And we finish one half of basketball. Nets lead by 14. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got a set.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
The post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. So that's the Nets 5. From downtown, Suns keep it alive. Hall's shot is off.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And, Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Irving finds Harris. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Bridges dishes to Crowder. And Durant sends it back.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Can't hit from the elbow.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. Basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Brown comes in for Joe Harris. That's Mills in for James Harden. Durant with it. Now guarded by Saric. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Now here's Payne, covered by Mills. Saric has the open look. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Now that's confidence. Saric says, in Dario I trust.
Durant against Crowder. Shoots over Crowder. And that one off the back of the rim and in. KD's got 16 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. And now a 12-point Nets lead. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Saric. Count it. 9 points in the game so far.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game. And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Nets leading by 8. KD, that's for 2. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Kyrie Irving. On the wing, Johnson shoots over Crowder. And again, no good by Brooklyn. In the corner, Shamet with it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Suns trail by 7. Pass to Payne. There's 1:26 left to play in the third. Back to Shamet. To the inside. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Saric. Crowder's got his first points in this one. Brooklyn leading by 5. Crowder with the steal. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Brooklyn making some changes. Harris is checked in for Durant, and it's James Harden in for Brown. Phoenix also making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Devin Booker comes in for Landry Shamet. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Payne.
You know, he was waived after his second year in the league, guys, but Joe Harris didn't let that stop him. He improved his skills, and he's carving out a nice career for himself.
Stepping the line with 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Harris drops them both.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
That one drops for him.
they're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Suns trail by 3. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ball finds Booker. Ayton trying to break free. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
For 3, Harris. A three-pointer is right on target. Harris has got 5 now.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Booker.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
4 seconds left, and he lays it up and in. Mills has got his first points of the night.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Suns. Wing pairing, it's Booker with Johnson. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Paul in at the 1. Here's the 3, and stolen by Ayton. Fast break, here come the Suns. And the dunk by Booker.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
And here's Millsap from the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now here's Johnson over Millsap, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Aldridge finds Harris over Johnson. And the Nets miss again.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really awful.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
And during that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear Steve Nash talking to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Harden. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's Paul missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Puts it up from 17. Irving can't get it to go. Well, Phoenix shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. A nice shot by Booker.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving, looking to end the run. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Plenty of space. And the jumper is on the mark. Booker's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Suns. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Harden kicks to Harris. Back to Harden. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Bridges dishes to Crowder.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And he knocks down the first one. KD's checked in for Paul Millsap. And both free throws good from Crowder. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
It's good.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And you can see how the team rallies around Griffin in these situations. And their faith is not misplaced. He plays with such heart.
Paul. Here's Ayton. No good that time. Good D by Harden.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
Suns leading by 4. Bridges with it. Picked up by Harris. Paul passes to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
Timeout called. The Nets. They've kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And on the way from Irving for 3. And that one's good. Griffin.
His IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Now Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Now the pass to Paul. 5 to shoot. Latrey. A rebound by the Nets. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Fast break, here come the Suns. Crowder with the ball. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again.
Here's Booker.
Excellent coverage from Durant. Able to guard multiple positions due to his size, athleticism, and length.
From outside, off the mark. Suns leading by 4. Down low. Bridges, no one around him. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic. And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Late in the game, up mid, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Irving for 3. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Inside. And Crowder slams it in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Booker. Makes it off the glass. Booker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Payne kicks to Payton. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing it. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for...
Memory serves me, my memory ain't fade yet. I came up out the same door, off the same steps, in love with the same law. Like what is we waiting for till I'm gone? Know that I ain't changed yet. Memory serves me. I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stoop, like what the word be. But someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, so I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me. And someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me.